So finding angles with parallelograms. Well, remember in parallelograms that opposite angles are congruent and that consecutive angles are supplementary. So there's a couple things we know. So if we know that, for example, this angle is 70 degrees, then we know this pair adds up to 180. So this has to be 110. We know that opposite angles are congruent, so this has to be 70, and this has to be 110. Or we know this forms 180 as well, so we know it's 110 as well. Well, what if instead of given numbers, that I was given a scenario where I had 4 equations, and it asked me for what values of A and B does this make this a parallelogram? So what would make it so that these angles are congruent, these opposite angles, and that these opposite angles are congruent? So we know that opposite angles are congruent. So that means I'd say 4a equals 2a plus 40. And I can also say that 2b is equal to its opposite, 20b minus 9. Well, if I solve these two things, I get 4a equals 2a plus 80 by distributing, minus 2a minus 2a. So 4a minus 2a is 2a. 80 is left over. Dividing both sides by 2, I get that a is 40. So as long as a is 40, there's one solution. Solving for b, 2b equals 20b minus 180 minus 2b, 18b. If we add the 180 to the other side, we get 180 equals 18b. Divide by 18, and b equals 10. So if b is 10 and a is 40, this is a parallelogram. We could then go ahead and stick these back in for a to find the angle. So 4 times a, or 4 times 40, would be an angle of 160. So we expect these two angles to be 160, and we expect these two angles to be 20. And that would be our parallelogram.